Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Earthen's Den. And in this episode, I want to thank everyone so much for their service, right? Today is Memorial Day, and when I say thank everybody for their service, I am in no way negating or neglecting what the people have done for the country of America, the service that they have put in over there in the world war, and all of those things. But what I do want to thank is people every day, any listener, people who are just everyday people, right? And that's all of us. So I just want to thank you so much for your service. And what I mean by that is thank you so much for the times where you've gone out your way and you were never acknowledged. You were never patted on the back or recognized for the things that you've done. And so you start to feel like because of everyday life and because of just, situations that happen to you, that you're not worthy, that you're not deserving, that there's something wrong with you because you do have fears, right? You do have fears of being alone, and you do have fears of, not achieving your goals and your dreams. And sometimes you are afraid, or sometimes you are, uncertain about certain things. And, social media and the world at large, right? This is just the media, period, creates these images of people who just are not afraid, and they are just so put together, and they're so perfect, and they're so this and they're so that, and that's just not the reality, and so I just want everybody who has ever gone out their way to look out for somebody, people who are considerate, and are honest and are genuine, and go out their way to help others and to make other people laugh. I just want you to know that we appreciate you being here with us on this earth as a collective, as a whole, you sharing your light, you sharing whatever it is that you do. If it's making pottery, I know that was just like so random, but if it's making pottery for others, we just appreciate that so much. If it's you extending your light, if it's you just being a stand-up person, who will take the initiative, and, someone who carries the burdens of others, even though I know, that's just another conversation, but just thank you. Thank you for your service. Because of my grandmother's selflessness in her life, it has made such a huge difference in my life. And I share that with people because my grandmother, she is someone who is extremely sacrificial of self for others. And I've never witnessed a love like that before, and I know that a lot of people say be selfish, and, we could talk about ego, we could talk about insecurity, we could talk about fear, we could talk about all the things that may have, been birthed because of experiences, right? Particular experiences. But at the end of the day, man, is that not what life is all about? And because of her selflessness and because of her generous spirit, and her willingness and, her devotion, I am the person I am today. There would be no Jalen Leslie without her. And sometimes we think in order for us to have meaning in life, in order for us to be in a space where we are recognized or worthy of love, we have to do something super big, right? We have to be put together. We got to overcome all these fears. We got to be, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying don't work on those things, and I'm not saying don't address those things or ignore those things, but Jesus Christ, thank you for your service. Thank you, because you've done enough, and the world will just never be enough, because we live in such a world of greed, right? And we think that we have to be this or we have to be that to make such a huge impact. There's a young lady who's come into my life, and man, her name is Stephanie, and she mirrors who I used to be. And when I say used to be, she mirrors a girl that I used to know, who was very bubbly and just dreamy and just fun, and I missed her. I missed her, and she brings her forward for me, and she holds her hand and lets her know that it's okay to be like that in a world of logic and practicality, in a world where those personality types struggle the most because of all of the riffraff and all of the negativity and all of the fear, from others. So she doesn't even know it. And I hope to share with her one day, but thank you for your service. And I'm going to leave you guys with your thoughts. I hope everyone had a great holiday, by the way, too. But I'm celebrating you, all of my listeners. So thank you.